Hello and welcome to this introduction to ThinkCentral. ThinkCentral is a website made available to us through the same company which provides all of our math textbooks, and they have a lot of good resources on there. So in this introduction we'll be showing you how to access ThinkCentral, get logged in, and view some of the resources that we have. To begin, make sure you can get yourself to our website, www.gcmsk12.org. And when you are there, there are a couple of different ways to find the link to ThinkCentral. One, you can look underneath the Students tab, and you'll see ThinkCentral is located there. We've also placed a link to ThinkCentral right on our quick links because we expect it to be used quite a bit, so you can click there as well. Once you click on the ThinkCentral link, there are a number of things that you need to make sure you enter in order to get logged in correctly. First, make sure you have this correct state. We are in Illinois from that drop down. Then for the district, you'll notice there are a lot of districts in here. So make sure that you find the Gibson City Melvin Sibley School District. Have that one clicked. And then you'll also want to make sure that you have selected your child's school. In this case, we'll be looking at an elementary student. So make sure we click on elementary. The box to remember your information is optional. You can use that if you want, but you do not have to. Now the username and password which you will be entering here is the same username and password that we've given to your students. We do not have separate usernames and passwords for parents like we do with our Lumen system. This username and password will be sent home with your student from their teacher. If you are unsure about the password or it gets lost or anything along those lines, you can either ask your student's teacher or you can also contact Mr. Willis, willis.walker@gcmsk12.org, and we'll be happy to help you out with your password. Once we are logged in, today I primarily want to show you the library, as this is going to be the home of the majority of the resources that we have. So I'll click on My Library. And within the library, you'll see it's not just one resource. There's quite a few different things that we have made available for your student. Probably the primary thing that you're going to visit is going to be your student's textbook. And so you will see something that the icon will look like the cover of your student's math book, and it will say Go Math Student Edition, something along those lines that you can click on. This essentially is a virtual edition of your student's textbook, page for page. You can use the table of contents in the top left. I highly recommend as a way to navigate through the book. Any of the chapters or individual sections that you see here, you can jump to them quickly by just clicking on the individual chapter, and you can see any page from your student's book there. So if your student happens to forget their math book one evening, or you want to double check something that they were learning about, you can pull up the entire math book right here online. They also have a number of voice cues here where they will read parts of the page to you if that is something that is going to provide you extra help. And that's a general introduction to your student's math book, so we highly recommend that you use that. Beyond that, you'll notice there's a lot of other resources here. I will not go into all of these for this introduction. Your teacher, as you move through the school year, will recommend using different resources on here at different points in time. So, as always, stay in good contact with your child's teacher. But just as an example, I will click on the Mega Math. And this is a collection of animated lessons. I can click on, for this one, let's do Fraction Action. And I'll click on Fraction Flare Up. You'll see how it has a whole series of lessons here that you can click on and view. And so it's going to load up a short animated lesson. And I will not play the whole lesson for this introduction, but you can see that they will lead you through things. Some other things that we find interesting, we do have tools such as the iTools Intermediate, which lets you have some interactives, math interactives. So if you're wanting to do some counting with base 10 blocks, you can build up 2 tens, and you see it's keeping a running total to where I now have 22. Yay! So that's another just online tool. As I said, there's a lot of tools on here. I'm not going to go through every single one right now, but if you would like to see introductions to some of these tools or see something in greater detail, please, once again, contact Mr. Willis, willis.walker@gcmsk12.org, or contact your child's teacher and take a look around. Definitely peruse the site a bit, explore some of these different resources, and enjoy. Have a great school year.